We're the Buchanan broadcasters keeping you up to date with all things Buchanan County. I'm Kirtland Thomas.
And I'm Madison Stiltner. We have some very interesting news for this evening.
For this week's school news, the student body is selling Poppin' Popcorn for prom this year. Just go to your graduating class's Google Classroom, click the link, and register. Once you register, you can post the link on social media. Please help out and do your part so that Grundy High School will have the prom of a lifetime.
For our national news this evening, we will be covering an overview of the Gabby Petito case. Before her original disappearance, Petito and her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, left New York for what was supposed to be a 4-month cross-country trip, planning to document their experiences on Instagram and YouTube. On August 12th, a 911 call was placed by an anonymous source after claiming they had seen Laundrie yelling and hitting Petito. Once they had reached Moa, Utah, the police were dispatched and managed to find the couple. Though no arrests were made, they were separated for the night and their journey continued. On August 25th, Petito made her last social media post, and 2 days later, Petito's mother received what she stated, a weird text stating, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." Stan is Petito's grandfather, but Petito's mother said she never referred to him by his first name, and this was very out of character for her. On September 1st, with no contact from Petito, Laundrie had returned home, but Gabby was nowhere to be seen. And 10 days later, Petito's mother filed a missing persons report. Police tried getting into contact with Laundrie, but he was unresponsive and uncooperative, and because of this, police named him a person of interest in the case. After several days of Laundrie not being seen by the public, several protests formed in front of his house. On the 18th, the search for Laundrie began in the 24,000-acre Carlson Reserve in Sarasota, Florida, as this is where his parents had last seen him. And the next day, a person's remains were found in Wyoming, in an area the couple had stopped at during their trip. While the remains were being examined, a search warrant was issued on Laundrie's home, and in the raid, the authorities had seized both his car and a hard drive that may contain evidence that a felony has been committed. Sadly, on September 21st, the remains found in Wyoming were identified as Gabby, and her death was deemed a homicide. With a new knowledge, the FBI took over the case.
On a lighter note, next week is homecoming week. This year's theme is There's No Place Like Home.
And now, to introduce the days of the week, our foreign exchange student Oliver.
Monday is Make Yourself at Home Day, so wear your PJs. Tuesday, home on the range, so put on your western wear. Wednesday is home of the brave, so wear your camel. Thursday is the home of the many colors. That means we're gonna have a color festival. Freshmen will wear green, sophomores wear red, juniors wear purple, and seniors wear black. And Friday is home of the colors day, so wear your blue and gold so we can show your school spirit.
And don't forget to dress up for Spirit Week next week to show your school spirit.
And now on to Maddie for entertainment news.
I'm Maddie with this week's media news. Facebook and all the related apps were shut down 3 days ago. The apps being down made Mark Zuckerberg's net worth go down by billions. The press was very upset and intrigued about this. Recently, a woman decided to come forth and say that Facebook was using their platform to get people against each other. Do you think Facebook is turning us against one another?
Hello, and welcome to Sweet Life. I have never tasted Mott's applesauce strawberry before.
You've never tried applesauce?
No. So let's try it. Smells good. Yeah, not very good. I would say probably 4 out of 10 sweet scale. And that's all for me and just John. Thank you.
On September 20th, 2021, the Grundy High School golf team competed in the district golf tournament. Grundy went home with the win with a total score of 409. Austin Dill was ranked top medalist with a score of 82. John Thornberry came in 4th place with a score of 112. And Tiffany Dill came in 6th place with a score of 116. Hey Oliver.
Hey Nate.
How's your day been?
It's been great so far. How's your day?
Pretty good, you know. School sucks as usual. But, it's okay. Because this media class is pretty fun. So, alright. Anyway, so I heard you have a Swedish pickup line for me today.
Yeah, today we're gonna teach Nate a Swedish pickup line. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Alright.
Oliver, are you okay? It sounds like you got a frog in your throat.
No, everything is alright. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Alright. Jag känner igen det från någonstans. Det måste vara mina drömmar.
I think we're gonna have to go a little bit slower because I can't comprehend it that well.
Alright, sounds great. Jag
Jag
känner
igen
dig
från
någonstans måste vara mina drömmar. Jag känner igen dig från någonstans. Det måste vara mina drömmar.
So, Oliver, what does that mean?
Alright, let me tell you. I recognize you from somewhere. That must be from my dreams.
You know what? That's pretty slick. Might use that someday.
You should.
Also, I'm gonna tell you an American pickup line. I don't know if you know any,
Sounds good.
but I'm just gonna give you one and see if you know it. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10. I see.
Nah, Nate, that's not how you do it. Let me show you. Alright. Jag känner igen det från någonstans. Det måste vara mina drömmar.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Hey, Nate, that's how you do it. Alright, back to you, Carolyn Madsen.
Thank you for watching Becada Broadcasters.
See you next week with our homecoming
Update.
Go Wave!